So why am I here?
Well, your behaviour in the workplace has been described as erratic and disruptive.
Okay, I don't see how office chair drag racing is erratic and disruptive. If anything, it's the most exciting thing to happen in my office for the last 5 years. I keep having the same nightmare. I forget to clean the kitchen bench one night, and then all the germs multiply and evolve overnight and then kill my family. Wow, that's a really interesting read on me. Do you think it's maybe your childhood trauma that's making you project that onto me? Because we can unpack that. I don't want to talk about feelings. Feelings are irrelevant. Can we instead talk about how the world is headed down a dark tunnel of senseless frivolity, moral relativism, and redundancy that has at most 50 years before it erupts into total chaos? I want to have this on record so that I can tell everyone I told you so. Sorry, I know this is probably a lot of information. I feel like I'm offloading too much on you.
Well, this is my job, so...
Yeah, but you have your own emotional boundaries and I don't want to drain your energy.
You're literally paying me $150.
Yeah, because you deserve it. You're a great therapist. Oh, this is so exciting. I brought a journal, chocolate for the both of us, and I even brought my own tissues in case one of us needs to cry. So I accidentally drained my bank account again.
And how does that make you feel?
I imagine that it would make one feel quite isolated, perhaps.
Yes, but how does it make you feel?
I think that such a circumstance doesn't lend itself to particularly pleasant feelings.
Okay, but what do you feel about it?
Didn't I just answer that?
No, you didn't.
Oh. I feel fine. Look, the problem isn't with me, okay? It's with people. The amount of people I see standing around the office at work just waiting for someone to give them a task to do honestly astounds me. It's like, you've worked at the company for 5 years, get on top of your duties. You have a laptop, open it. Check your emails. You use the kitchen. Clean up after yourself. You set our appointment for 10 o'clock. Why'd you only let me in at 10:15? Yes, that last one was directed at you.
So what would you like to talk about today?
I don't know.
How have you been feeling at work?
Yeah, good.
Any self-doubts this week?
No. So let me guess. You're the therapist who's going to tell me what's wrong with me after spending just an hour with me. Well, joke's on you because I'm telling you nothing. That's right, you're going to have to get it out of me yourself. Let's see how good you are at your job. So I was loving the party, but I wasn't feeling like I was being my most authentic self, which probably stems back to my issue with people pleasing, right?
Sorry, which point are we fixating on here?
Sorry, I tend to go on a lot of tangents.
Yes, you really do.
Yeah, but I don't actually think it's a bad thing because I kind of want to be around people who are excited to hear about all my different ideas. I just thought of the best name for a band. I just don't understand why if someone's taken a long time at the self-service aisle of the grocery store, it's deemed passive-aggressive if I go over and start bagging their items for them.
So how did that date go with that nice man?
Oh, I bailed on it.
Really? Why?
I just can't imagine anyone giving me as much happiness as I give myself.
Do you think that maybe has something to do with your fear of entrapment?
No, it's just more so that I want to keep all options open to me at all times, with no exceptions. Yes, that's a very interesting theory. However, I think you're wrong. Let me tell you what I've learned from my online deep dive into mental health. Sorry, I've just waited my whole life for this day.